Okay, everyone, marketing story time. For those of you who don't know, my name is Matt Erickson, and I am a marketing director. I've been in marketing for a long time. And it seems like every single day that I'm doing something with my colleagues or just emails I receive, it makes me want to smack myself in the head. I'm like, why are people doing this? So I had something very specific that happened today that is a don't do this marketing story, and I want to tell you about it. So for the past, 6 months or so, I've been getting these just leaflets in the mail, like physical mail, like old school mail, from my alma mater, from my college, saying, it was saying alumni project. That's what they started saying. It was just like alumni project. We want you to contact us. And it was just very whatever. I was like, it's a postcard. I don't care. I probably threw 20 of these things away. Not kidding. And then I started getting emails, saying it's very important that you contact us. And I'm going, if it's important, you'd call me. Forget it. I'm not going to deal with this. So today I get an email and it says, basically the way it reads, it's a scare tactic, and I'm reading it and it is making it sound like if you don't confirm this, you're no longer going to be shown as an alumni at this college. Now, I have 2 bachelor degrees from this college. I have my MBA from this college. I'm like, well, if someone does do a background check, I would like them to know that I do have the credentials that I say I have. Not that degrees mean all that much, so I'm not putting the stock in that, but I said, okay, fine. So I'm already frustrated because I'm like, okay. So I pick up the phone and I call them, and it goes to an automated line, and it says, we gave you, this number to confirm. I'm like, okay. I put in the number to confirm it, and it basically kicks me over to a call center and says, okay, we're contacting you. So I'm going, okay, I'm already like, why? What am I even wasting my time doing? This woman comes on the line, and she's like, I'm expecting them at this point to say, okay, we want to confirm some information to make sure you're still in our register for this college. And she starts going into, okay, is this information correct? Yes. Is this? Yes. And she's like, great. So what we want you to do is record your experience at our college so we can give it to XYZ. I went, wait a minute. I thought this was about, I told her what I thought it was about. And she's like, oh, well, if it's easier, you can just give it to us this way. And I said, no. I don't. Well, I'm supposed to be working right now. Like, what are we talking about? There's a point coming, and she's like, okay, well, can I get this address and can I get this information so I can make sure we can send you the information about our alumni? And I just hung up, and I was so furious because there's 3 things you don't do in marketing, in no particular order. First, don't annoy your audience. Okay, if you know who you're reaching out to and you know why you're reaching out, be straight about it and be to the point. Don't bait and switch. Don't just keep pestering them until they think something's wrong. You just don't do that. On the Facebook side, we call this frequency, and that has to do with whether you're doing Facebook ads or any kind of ads. If you see the same kind of message over and over and over and over, you're just going to annoy people and just push them away. So number 1, don't abuse your frequency, and understand that if you reach out too much, you're just going to be shooting yourself in the foot. So don't do that. Number 2, don't lie to your audience. Okay? I'm not going to say who my college was, but you can go to LinkedIn and you can see who it was because they're kind of on my list right now. But don't lie to your audience. And if you are very clear about what you want in an email or whatever it is, and they're not responding, leave them alone. Okay, this is where a friend of mine sent me an article today. Let me see if I can pull it up right now. It was an article about how Airbnb was kind of basically getting rid of their direct marketing and going to performance marketing. There you go. Airbnb, you can read that article. It's actually a very good article. But it's basically about how they're doing not so much push, and they're focusing on the brand. They're not focusing on push all the time, but they're trying to make it an educational system to get people in. Anyways, you can read the article. But the point is you don't lie. I consider if you're just not being straight up about what you're marketing and what you're doing, which goes to the third thing that this this organization did not do is you're not being honest. Be honest, be straight, be simple. Don't try to get fancy or creative or get creative, but don't try to use like scare tactics if they're not answering your questions. Just let it go. Sorry, let it go. And then finally, number 3 is don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. If you're not solving a problem for them, then you're not providing them anything. Sorry, you're not. Okay, so, the college, they wanted my information to send me more information that benefits them and wanted me to give them a real-time, basically a testimonial for them. They didn't, and there was no, I'm not saying they had to give me something, but there was no enticement for me to even do it. They were just like, yeah, tell us what you thought about this. I'm like, no. There was no benefit to me, and they weren't solving any problem of mine. They simply wanted me to answer their emails, answer their leaflets, give them my information, and wanted me to give kind words about them. So what did I get in return? Is I would get more stuff in the mail. I would just get more of what I've already not been responding to, which makes 0 sense. So solve a problem. If you're just going to be, Gary Vee says this all the time, jab, 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 right hook. If they're going to give you, give and give and give till it hurts, give. What's it? Give value, then ask. Okay. But so number 1, don't annoy your audience. Don't be too frequent, and don't, be in their face all the time where they're just going to go, oh, that brand, I never want to work with them. Don't annoy your audience. B, don't lie to your audience. Be straight up. Use normal language. Don't use industry jargon. Just be straight up about what the problem you're trying to solve. And if they want to respond, great. If they don't, that's fine. But be as clear as possible. Do not lie to your audience. And then finally, like I said, don't be selfish. Solve a problem first. If you're not solving a problem, then even if it's like your product or your brand is the solution to their problem, give them something that's going to entice them to even want to speak to you. Don't take. You take, and then no one wants to talk to you anymore. Okay? Rant over. Anywho, don't do those 3 things. I'll be back with more another time, more positive stuff. But have a fantastic night. Enjoy your marketing journey if you've just started it, or if you are a marketer, by the way. I don't care what kind, feel free to comment or send me a message or something, because I like to hear your thoughts on these kinds of things, because I think as someone it could be any industry, when you are seeing practices within your industry that they're giving others in your industry a bad name, then it, kind of annoys you a little bit. Anyhow, hope you have a fantastic night. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.